Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of the Heumann Perspective. July, as many of you may know, is Disability Pride Month. And we thought that it would be great to hear from some of you about why this month is important to you. So instead of a typical episode where I interview one person, ask them many questions, I invited you, our audience, to answer the following question. What does disability pride mean to you? You're about to hear voices from all over the world who took the time to answer this question. But first, I'd like to begin by telling you what disability pride means to me. So disability pride to me is something which is growing, and it's growing because I am so proud of the fact that more people who in the past were afraid to disclose their disabilities are coming forth. And our movement is becoming a stronger movement because as the millions of people who have disabilities and should feel proud of the fact that they have disabilities and what they've been doing and going through both negatively and positively, we are demonstrating to the world why their images of who we are and what they thought we couldn't do are wrong. So for me, the more we can raise the voices of the millions of us around the world who can speak about disability from a pride perspective, the more rapidly our movement will move forward. Thank you to everyone who submitted a response.
Hi, my name is Amanda. I am a global ambassador and poet for the Special Olympics movement. I believe that disability pride means showing up and being who you are with authenticity, having no apologies for the unique differences that you bring to the world. My name is Amanda, and I am unapologetically autistic.
Hi there, my name is Anna Schmid. I am 33 years old and I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I have Charcot-Marie tooth, also known as CMT. It's a hereditary progressive neuropathy, and I was diagnosed when I was 3 years old, when my parents noticed me having difficulty walking. When I was 6, it started affecting my hands, which are now like this. By the time I was 10, I stopped being able to walk, and I started using a mobility scooter. So disability has just been a part of my life. Growing up, I never really thought of myself as disabled. My parents always told me that I could do anything I set my mind to. And that's just how I've always been. I'm very stubborn, and if somebody tells me I can't do something, I'm gonna find a way to do it. I thought about a lot of things that I could tell you about myself in regards to disability and disability pride. But I think the thing that resonates the most with me is being proud of who I am in its entirety, in my entirety. My disability is just a piece of who I am, but it's a big piece, and I wouldn't be who I am without my disability. It's almost like a superpower. It certainly causes me to deal with all sorts of obstacles and challenges, but those make me stronger. And my disability gives me a unique perspective. I work for LabCorp, which is a healthcare company, and our mission is improving health, improving lives. I work in diversity and inclusion, and back in 2020, I founded Enable, LabCorp's ERG, Employee Resource Group for individuals with disabilities. And so much of that journey has been me sharing my stories and the pride that I have around being disabled. It's not something that there's a lot of stereotypes and stigmas related to disability, but I try to help people break free of those and be proud of who they are, embracing who they are entirely, and using that to bring their unique perspective to our workplace.
July is Disability Pride Month. I take great pride in myself as a disabled person and take great pride in all disabled people across the world. Whether that's the changes that we make within our personal lives, whether they be small or large, or whether the changes we make in the wider world. Disabled people are making changes within government, making changes within health, making changes within education, mental health, and even with the housing associations. We can do it. I have pride in you, and I hope you have pride in yourselves. So, we are one family, and a family of proud disabled people.
Hi, my name is Christine Vasui from Erie, Pennsylvania. I am an 2022 Miss Wiltshire, Pennsylvania ambassador empowering women to be successful in society and educate others on disability and advocate for disability needs. For me, disability pride is being part of who you are, regardless of your disability, being a productive member of society, and not let anything get in your way. Having a disability, we may sometimes have to do things differently than others, but we're still capable of being a member of society. Disability pride is also educating others who may not know what it is to live with a disability. Many people with disabilities are successful members of society. Many of them are in the workforce, have their own families, and have their own home. So if you have a disability, don't ever think that anything is impossible. Take it one day at a time.
Hi, my name is Charina. My sign is I am a mainstream deep since I was 10 years old until now that I am 33. I work as a VA online with clients all around the world. And now I'm going to talk about what is disability pride for me. For me, disability pride is independence. It means I am free to join and participate in the society as a person without being labeled as a burden or a clown. Why a clown? So, we always been seen as a object of ridicule. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna share a story before I grow up, even until now, that every time I go to the hospital, doctors, nurses always require me to bring an adult or a hearing. Anyone, even parents or friends or even strangers, so they can communicate with me. But since the pandemic, you have to go alone to protect my family, especially my daughter. So recently, I went to the hospital, and you know what? They communicate with me through writing, without complaint, without forcing me to bring anyone that is hearing. So it feels like, wow, satisfying. Like, wow, I can show my daughter that I can be independent, that I can protect her, that I can raise her on my own without relying with anyone. So it's really satisfying that they communicate with me that way. And that is disability pride for me. Because I can see the future. That people with diversity, just like me, can experience that they too can be seen as an equal, not a bargain. and not an object of ridicule, but as a person. And looking that way is satisfying.
Hi, my name is Zaina Fairey, and my pronouns are they, them, and this is my brother.
My name is Xander Fairey, and I am deaf in one of my ears.
And what does disability pride mean to you?
It means that I have a hearing aid and I'm deaf. And I make friends really easily because I'm the special one in my family. I'm the only one in my family that has a hearing aid. And I make friends easily because all of them they ask me about my hearing aid, and then they want to know more and more. So that's how easily it makes me have friends. And I tell my friends more and more about my hearing aid, because if they get one day, they'll know more and more about it.
And Xander also has autism. And how do things like your therapist, Miss Nat and Miss Leah, and your fidget toys help you?
They help me by when somebody's talking, I have to do something with my hand, and they help me not crack my knuckles and pick my nails all the time. And Miss Nat and Miss Leah, they help me by when I get really, really mad not to get over the top like I usually do. And they help me try new foods because I don't want to try new foods a lot.
I'm Colleen Starkloff with the Starkloff Disability Institute. And I'm really, really excited that the nation is celebrating Disability Pride Month. Some people are wondering why celebrate Disability Pride. Well, I may have wondered that many years ago, but when I met my late husband, Max Starkloff, who had a spinal cord injury and was living in a nursing home way away from St. Louis, where we live, I learned that pride in yourself is really important no matter what your situation is, because without pride in who you are, you will be struggling against a weight that is too heavy for you to carry. And so Max had a great deal of sense of pride about who he was. And as a person with disability, he was very proud of himself as well. It was only later, after we had our kids, and that's too long a story to tell, that I realized that I had a disability, that I have ADHD, and that caused me a lot of problems growing up, and I didn't know why. And now, as a cancer survivor, I have another hill to climb. So I think that it's very important, though, for people with disabilities to have a great sense of pride in who they are, so that we don't limit ourselves in the accomplishments that we can have, and that we then share our pride in who we are with other people, and it will begin to tear away at the attitudinal barriers that have held us back. It's very important that we do not let anybody else put us down because we have a disability, because we have so much to offer, so many creative things that we've done, because disability is not an easy thing to live with. So we've had to learn to be very creative and innovative in how we live our lives and how we accomplish what anyone else would like to accomplish. So this Disability Pride Month, I hope everyone who has a disability and everyone who has experiences with those of us who have disabilities will recognize that we are not our disability, but we are people with disabilities, and we're very, very proud of who we are. Happy Disability Pride Month.
Hi, I'm Emily Faith Grodin. I learned to type on an iPad, and my writer's voice was born. I am 30 years old. I am dedicated to helping my community work towards the understanding and acceptance it so rightly deserves. Using the power of communication through typing. Disability pride means to me to be proud of oneself regardless of what disability you may have. Everyone is special in their own unique way. You should never let your limitations define you.
Hi, my name is Mary Reilly, and I am 32 years old, and I have a family genetic neurological condition called spinal cerebellar ataxia, and there's not a whole lot we know about it, but I started experiencing symptoms about 5 years ago and started using a walker about 2 years ago. And for me, I really find a lot of disability pride in what I do and what I teach. So I am a social justice teacher in the, right outside of San Jose in the suburbs to a Catholic private high school. And I love it, and I'm able to talk about disability justice and show Grip Camp, and the film really empowered me to own my own story, and it therefore shows the kids really to own their own stories as juniors in high school. And I have a master in theology, and I'm really, really interested in disability theology. So I've read a lot of books on it, and listen to different podcasts and follow different social media accounts, and I think there's a lot to be said there about intersection with spirituality and disability. So I find a lot of pride in that, and I know that, I'm loved by a higher power, whatever you choose to call that, as a disabled individual.
I'm always proud of my disability, but I'm proud of a lot of people are very supportive when it comes to my art, and even my birth parents who died and passed on, and I want to continue with that legacy, and they want me to continue with my art. And they want me to be a strong and powerful woman, and I want to be high functioning person I wanted to be.
Disability pride means to me is in this life you get to participate in different activities like dance class, art class. You're involved in things with people all together. So it means all the things I do are being together with people.
Hello, I'm Sulaiman R, and I'm currently based in London, UK. I daringly integrate disability, and I am wholeheartedly a disabled AF British Pakistani man, continual work in progress. Answering the question, to me, disability pride means unfiltered, unconditional, and uninhibited radical disabled joy and love everywhere. In infinite anti-ableism, disability justice, interdependence, imagination, dignity, safety, pride, courage, wisdom, richness, wit, style, hope, global family, nourishment, community care, collective disability liberation, accessibility, healing, rest, regeneration beyond sustainability, love, grief, joy. That's it.
What does disability pride mean to me? Disability pride means having a disability and being proud that you are able to still function like anyone else and do whatever it is that you want to do despite of your disability. Just because you're not able to ambulate or do things the same as other people does not make you any less of a person. We do things in a different way, but at the end of the day, it still gets done. For the longest, I've tried since I was a teenager to become a model, and I tried and I tried. I sent pictures. I didn't see that I was any different. I just used to get magazines, and I used to look for someone that looked like me, but never found anyone. So therefore, I was trying really hard to be that one person that I wanted to see. But in the long run, it never happened. But I never got discouraged. I still kind of kept it in the back of my mind until one day, a couple of years ago, I entered into a modeling contest and I won. And then I was flown to Vegas for 3 days, and there I had a photo shoot, and boy, I was on top of the world. Nothing could stop me then. After that, I was in a couple of fashion shows through Runway of Dreams, which was like so mind-blowing that my dream has finally come true. To be able to get on stage and model like anyone else was truly a dream come true. So never let anyone kill your dreams or tell you can't do something simply because of your disability. If I can do it, you can too. So I take pride in my disability because I am able to do whatever it is that I want to do as long as there are no architectural barriers in my way. I can do anything, and so can you. So happy Pride Month, enjoy the rest of the month, and never allow anyone to crush your dreams.
My name is Maddie, and I have a degenerative neuromuscular condition called Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease. I have felt the impact of this condition in my life since I was a child, and my journey with CMT has included surgeries, injuries, and increased difficulty walking due to muscle and nerve degeneration. I started to think about disability pride when I began to accept that my embodied experiences were a key part of my identity and my story. With that acceptance came empowerment and the strength to own this part of my life. To me, disability pride includes taking pride in the strength and resilience of my body and getting me through a variety of difficult experiences. My disability pride reminds me that beauty and pain, struggle and strength, confidence and uncertainty, and wisdom can exist all at once in my body, and that the goodness of my body remains through it all. My pride is also rooted in the connections and relationships I formed with others in the disability community. With each step I take in my leg braces, I feel that I am in solidarity with the braced steps of others with CMT. I feel a deep sense of connection with my disabled friends as we witness to the beauty of interdependence. Overall, pride reminds me that my body is a symbol of my experiences. My disabled flesh holds a story of struggle, triumph, complexity, and hope. I feel pride in the connections and self-acceptance that I've been able to find because of my disability.
My name's Bleu. I use they, them pronouns. I'm 23 years old, and disability pride to me looks like stimming freely in any setting without shame and not forcing myself to mask all the time.
My name is Jessica Linkshinoski, and what disability pride means to me is loving the fact that you're different, unique, and not plain Jane.
Hi, my name is Tatum Tricarco, and to me, disability pride means a whole bunch of things. Disability pride means finding encouragement and drive from our history, a long line of activists who have been fighting for our rights for years. It also means knowing that I am part of that history and that I get to share in that story and be proud of myself and those who came before me. Disability pride also means that I get to find hope, love, and community in a group of amazing people who are experiencing similar things to me. Getting to be part of the disability community gives me so much pride because of the ways that we encourage and support each other. Disability pride is also all of the little things. It's being impressed by my own creativity in every area because I've practiced being creative in accommodations for years. It's getting to celebrate and honor my body for the fullness of what it is and what it can do. It's finding hope in the moments that my disability makes me a better friend, a better activist, a better person. Ultimately, disability pride is getting to fully love my friends and myself.
My name is Maryam Madani. I'm a writer, singer, disabled activist, and founder chair of Disability Power Ireland. We are an Irish disabled persons organisation formed to mark and celebrate Disability Pride Month in Ireland for the first time. What does Disability Pride mean to me? Disability Pride to me is something collective. It cannot be achieved alone. In Ireland, Disability Pride Month is not recognised or celebrated like it is internationally. Last year, we started connecting with Chicago Disability Pride Parade in their online Zoom meetings and wanted to bring the movement here. Disability Power Ireland was formed early this year, and we are now having Ireland's first Disability Pride and Power Festival throughout the month of July. Members of Chicago Disability Pride Parade are joining us for a panel discussion on Thursday the 21st of July in Solidarity. We'll also be joining them in song and celebration for their open mic night on the day of their parade on Saturday the 23rd of July. I'll say it again. Disability Pride to me is something collective. It cannot be achieved alone. Earlier today, a woman at the bus stop noticed all the flowers and pink and purple boas on my chair, which we had decorated at a workshop as part of the festival. She was using a small walker, and we began chatting. At the end of the exchange, she said, "Thank you. I have MS, and I'm headed to where you are in your chair. You've made me feel that this is something that can be joyful, that I don't need to fear. Other people can't imagine the things we go through that turn us into the amazing people we are." There is a lot of internalized shame in the disabled community because of what we pick up from the media and society. Disability Pride is a bold-faced laugh in the face of stigma. It means we will keep going anyway, and we will revel in our experience. It's about celebrating the disabled community and our resilience and creativity, and finding the joy and beauty in ourselves and our impairments through each other, reflected in each other. It has radical roots too, after the signing of the ADA in the 1990s, as a result of the amazing work of Judy and her fellow disabled activists. It serves to give momentum and energy to the disability rights movement, because fighting for our rights is hard, and sometimes we need to take a moment to have some fun along the way and celebrate who we are.
Hi, I'm Marlene Brockington, a disability advocate from New Jersey who's worked on various boards, sharing my experience as a person living with a disability. For me, disability pride is knowing that my differences are okay, that even if an individual cannot walk, talk, hear, or see, or processes things differently than another individual, that we all still have the right to be seen, heard, educated, and treated like any other individual, and that we have the right to a full life, and that we all have value no matter what our differences are, whether that may be disability, race, religion, disability. Pride means that no matter what differences you have, that you still have value. Happy Disability Pride Month, everybody.
Hey Judy, it's me, Otralana, the outspoken high school student. Here in the sunny, Southern California town of San Diego, I'm taking a break from the beach to pitch my podcast, Play to You. You may remember, I do not use my mouth to speak, That is why the irony of a podcast is irresistible. I could not pass up the opportunity to pitch a non-speaking person and their sense of disability pride on a podcast. Do I need to drop the fact that I am an inaugural recipient of the Heumann Armstrong Award? Does that earn me any clout? I want to take disability pride and knock it on its side. Just like I did with the flag. I want the symbolism to have an upward trajectory. I want people to know what pride you have. But the problem with ownership is it can be taken away. I want to brand this month to disability proud. Proud is something you are. You are proud. I am proud. It is interwoven. Like the threads of a magic carpet. It is integral. It is part of you and cannot be taken away. But, hold on, let's not ditch the word pride. Let's reframe it. Let's think of ourselves as the pride of fierce lions. Yes, we disabled people are a pack of fierce apex predators, and siblings are part of that mix. Here is my brother Zach. He is my loudest cheerleader and a great collaborator. Now Zach has his take on disability pride.
I am proud of Otto every day. I am proud to be his brother, and I am proud to be a part of his pride, his pack. We want to be a part of your podcast, Judy, so tell us the magic words.
Then, there is my brother, Addison. Behind every great person, there is a rock, solid, support network. Just look at him. He is built like a brick house. Who would mess with him? He is my rock. He brings all my video ideas to life. Here's a few words from Addison.
We love you, Judy, and I'm so proud of Otto. Let us on your podcast.
Just to recap, disability pride is part of you, just like the people in your tribe, disabled or not. We are a collective, a continuum, a collaboration, and hopefully a constant force to create change.
Hi, my name is Christie Cyktor. I have arthrogryposis multiplex congenita. So that affects my arms and my legs. And I'm a full-time wheelchair user, which is something that I'm really proud of. I'm able to use my wheelchair to do everything in life that I want to, and it's something that has given me a lot of independence. And to me, disability pride really means just that, being comfortable talking about your disability, not shying away from it, especially around able-bodied people. So I recently just started occupational therapy school, and I think whenever I made the decision to go back to school for that, there were a lot of people in my life that sort of doubted whether or not I could fully help individuals that might need OT, because I myself had it growing up, and how could I help someone when I needed the help myself? And it's something that I've really taken a lot of pride in, is the fact that I'm going to use my disability and my experiences to help someone else. So I think disability pride is really just about being confident in everything that you're able to do and how you can make an impact in whatever way you choose to in your life, and not being afraid to talk about your disability, to talk about your wheelchair or anything with other able-bodied individuals, and really just to whatever extent you can, using your own experiences to sort of advocate for disabled individuals and show, how much we're able to do, because it's a lot. And I don't think that other people necessarily realize that if they're not within the disabled community. So really just taking ownership of it and using disability to change the world.
I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to send your thoughts, and say that I really believe these comments are so very important and something that we should be encouraging, not just those of you who submitted, but people on a regular basis to start thinking about. why they're proud of who they are. And part of who they are is that they have a disability. It's not the totality of who we are, but it is, for many of us, a very intrinsically important part of who we are. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
History won't forget us or try to minimize our pain.